Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I want to do part 108 to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series. In today's video guys, I'm going to redo the contours again. I had two other ones, but it makes me mad because the one I did last night, it was definitely the best one. Although and what I'm gonna do this time is if I bring up the fact that Red Sea was around, I'm gonna just bring up a different story besides him being, if he is gone, maybe like not bring up the robot or anything like that again. Oh wait, is that the dragon? That's a dragon. Oh my gosh, my brain's being dumb. But we'll see if I can get a better run this time without me getting tired and falling asleep. Because I just woke up hours ago, so I shouldn't be tired for a long time now. At least maybe for another 9 or so hours. But yeah, this one we're gonna do the big contours again, but this one's called the Contours Time Travel Story. It's actually very cute. Oh, it's not as going go as good as the first one did. Holy crap! I forgot how long it made it. Okay, let's see. Here's the story began right after you return from the past with the mysterious contours taking on. Yep, here we go. He stepped out of the time machine. A gentle hum faded behind you as the lab lights flicker on. Scientists in white coats rush towards you, faces wild with curiosity and awe. One of them, Dr. Kale, eyes the egg in your arms with a mix of excitement and worry. You really did it, he whispers. A real contours egg. But, are you sure it's safe? Yep, and I putting the egg closer. It serves as a deep earthen red with faint black speckles, still warm from its ancient time. Despite the danger you face retrieving it, there's something oddly calming about the egg in your hands, like it recognizes you. You walk it carefully through the hallways of your facility, past windows where raptors chirp in enclosed habitats. Okay, that's freaking awesome. Past giant incubators holding fertilized fossils, and toward your private lab. There, nestled in a soft bed of thermal insulation inside a containment chamber, you gently lower the egg into your top-grade incubator and seal it shut. A series of white flash grins, the incubator begins its process, regulating heat, monitoring heartbeat, and analyzing the egg's genetic structure. That is interesting, actually. What the frick? Here's what it says, guys. After what I read out last time, you take a seat in front of the main screen as the data rolls in. Genetic analysis in progress. Contours DNA confirmed. Neural enhancement detected. English language gene. Mutation type growth trigger gene. Effect size increases with food intake. No known limit. What the frick? I'm an English speaking gene? What? And what's this growth mutation? This wasn't any fossil records. The system beeps again, alerting you that the egg will hatch in a matter of hours. Wow. Ah, frick. There we go. That night, rather than leaving it behind, you bring the incubator home. It's too precious, too unknown, and deep down you feel a connection to the tiny life inside its cube. You set the incubator on your table, and with the soft hum of its glow filling the room, you fall asleep nearby. A crack, then another. What in the world? You jolt awake to the sound of eggshells shifting. The incubator beats wildly and unlatches on its own. The egg rocks, then splits open as a small, wet head pokes through. It blinks large yellow eyes at you, its snout short and rounded, and lets out a sharp but somewhat curious squeak. You lean in closer. The bay contour sneezes, shaking bits of shell from its head, then looks at you, blinking again. And then it says, clear as day, "Hi, are you my parent?" Its voice is small, boyish, and a little raspy, but unmistakably fluent. You stare in disbelief. He wobbles out of the egg and steps onto the table, barely 2 feet tall. dark red with black patches, a stumpy tail, and those signature tiny arms. He looks up at you with a tilted head, tongue flicking slightly. I'm hungry. Got food? As you offer him a bit of prepared meat, he lunges for it and chomps down eagerly. The moment he swallows, a brief glow pulses through his body, and he grows. Just slightly. Now he's a few inches taller, his tail a bit longer, his claws more defined. He blinks again, then beams. Whoa! That felt cool! Can I have more? Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. Okay. You can have some more, my friend. Some more, my friend. Ah. Oh my gosh. The little contour's eyes light up like a children on their birthday. Really? Awesome! He bounces in place, his little claws flailing with excitement. You carefully place another small serving of meat on a table. Nothing too big, just a few strips of protein-rich dino chow. He sniffs it once, then snaps it up eagerly, chewing with surprising care for a creature with such sharp teeth. As he swallows, the air around him shimmers again, subtly, like a pulse of unseen energy traveling through his scales. You watch, stunned as he grows again, now around 3 feet tall, his body filling out just a bit more. His tail flickers behind him as he tests his legs. I think I got faster, he says, doing a quick little hop, and my legs were super strong. Is that normal? Before you can respond, he dashes in a circle around your living room, giggling the entire time. This place is huge! Well, not as big as the jungle, I remember. Or maybe I dreamed it. Anyway, hey, what's your name? Or should I give you one? Since you're my special person, White. He stops and sits on the floor, tail curling around his eyes. He looks up at you with wide, eager eyes. Do I get a name too? Yes, you can have a name. And I have a name too. Oh my gosh. Name 2. It's Trevor. There we go. Aww. This is really cute. See, when I'm not tired, I actually legit have a lot of fun with this. Like, just the little things that happen, like the little dinosaur speaking thing. Can I have food? I mean, yeah, I'm mad that I had to delete. I don't know, was it the dragon or the dinosaur? I had to delete the dragon too. I was so mad because the dragon had so much comedic, funny stuff to say. Like he was saying so much fun. It was either him or the contours, but they were both being pretty funny. The little contours gasped, eyes sparkling. Swinton! That's a cool name! He coughs once in place, nearly knocking over a chair with his tail. Okay. So you're Swinton. My special person. My friend. Maybe even my family. He gives a little toothy grin, then wiggles closer to you on his tiny legs. So, what should my name be? Do I get something fierce and dynamite? Or cute and cool? Or something totally awesome like Thunderclaw or Banana? Banana? Thunderclaw sounded dope! He giggles at his own joke. So, what should my name be? Oh, wait. Then he adds with a little bouncy, you can pick it. I trust you. He sits back on his haunches, tail curled nearby, claws tucked against his belly, looking up with wide, curious eyes. What will my name be, Twin? Honestly, Thunderclaw was a pretty cool sounding name. But I know you don't have any electric powers, so it wouldn't make much sense. Oh. No, I'm saying Thunderclaw. Unless you want to say that your claws are extremely fast like lightning. Let's make a name that's both cute and fierce. Like Chomper, for example. Aww. The Bay Contour tilts his head thoughtfully, tapping one tiny claw against his snout. Oops. Chomper. He tries it out, saying it slowly like he's tasting the name. That does sound cool. And kind of fierce. And kind of adorable, too. He suddenly leaps up with a playful roar, more of a squeaky roar than anything intimidating, and lands with a soft thud. Chomper! I like it. I do chomp stuff a lot, and if I keep growing like this, I bet I'll be a super strong chomper one day. He pauses, tail flicking. Thanks for the name, Twinton. I feel special, like I matter. His voice dips a little softer. I'm really happy you brought me here. I think I'm gonna like it with you. He walks over and nuzzles gently against your side, letting out a soft, happy grumble. Then he looks up at you again, his wide yellow eyes gleaming. So, what do we do now? Do I get to see the rest of your place? Or do we get new science stuff? Or maybe a game? You're the boss, Twin. Aww. Well, how about I learn more about you? Sweet Arceus. You help me learn about you a little more. Period. I'm very interested why you can speak English. And grow every time you eat. What the frick? Chomper lights up again, his tail thumping softly against the floor. Ooh, science time! I like science time already, especially if it means I get to hang out with you, Twin. He's adorable. He trots beside you eagerly as you guide him to your personal lab. It's dimly lit except for the glowing blue monitors and a larger central scanner station, perfect for analyzing biometrics. Chomper jumps up on the pad scan platform, flopping onto his belly with a toothy grin. Okay, I'm ready. Do I have to hold my breath or wall or something? He asks, stretching his legs out dramatically. Cause I can tell you why. Wanna hear it? Before you can even answer, he lets out another proud roar. Still more cute than fearsome, but the scanner beeps to life and begins its sweep anyway. The machine hums softly as a holographic image of Chomper begins to appear. Bone structure, organs, and a unique neural network forming on the screen. The data rolls in quickly. Holy crap. Subject, Chomper. Genetically mutated Carnotaurus. Neural activity, high. Unusual language pathways active. Language processor gene detected. Human speech mapping enabled. Emotional cognition. Empathy circuits functional. The world. Genetic note. Language gene appears to have fused with a neural enhancement strand derived from extinct avian ancestors. What the frick? Growth mutation linked to digestive triggered hormonal release. Analysis. Every meal triggers a controlled burst of cellular regeneration and bone expansion. Metabolism channels excess energy into physical growth. Limits unknown. Chomper glances up at the screen while it spins slowly above him. Wow, is that me in 3D? He gasped, reaching across to try and bat at the projection. So, I really do get bigger every time I eat? That's the point why my legs keep sweating. And this language thing. So I've got some old bird brain genes? Cool! He sits up looking thoughtful. So I'm kind of like a dinosaur with a human brain and a mega appetite. Maybe I'm like a super evolved version of a Carnotaurus. Then his expression turns a little more serious. Well, as serious as a baby dinosaur can look. Hey, Trenton, did someone make me like this on purpose? Or was it just a mistake? I don't think it was either. Chomper. Period. Maybe you're just special among your species. Because I know for sure when I found your egg, there was no other Carnotaurus around. And if there were, they sure as heck didn't speak English like you can. Chopper's eyes widen at your words, his expression softening as you speak. He shifts closer on the scan platform, his claws tapping gently against the edge. So, it's special? He repeats quietly as if he's still trying to believe it. Not broken? Not a mistake? What is it with everybody calling him a mistake? Just different? He smiles, truly smiles, mouth open just enough to show those little pointed teeth, but without a hint of threat, only warmth. That actually makes me feel kinda proud, like I'm one of a kind. And maybe I was waiting in the egg all this time just for you to find me, twin. He hops down from the scanner and walks towards you, looking up again with a determined glint in his eye. So if I'm special, then I want to do something special. I want to help you. And one more about me. I may one day help others too. Maybe I can even help with the other dinos in your facility. Teach them to talk, or be their buddy if they get scared. Then his stomach lets out a gurgle that sounds like a mini thunderstorm. He looks down and chuckles sheepishly. Oops, science made me hungry again. Does running count as exercise? Because I think I earned a snack. What would you like to do next? Feed him again and study the next growth spurt, explore the facility, or do something else? That stomach growl sounded pretty loud. I have an idea of an experiment we can try. Let's feed you a little more than just one piece of cut up steak. Let's feed you like 2 or 3. And see how much bigger you get. Here we go. Chomper's eyes go huge with excitement, his jaw practically unhinging in cartoonish joy. 3 pieces, twin?
You're the best scientist ever!
He squeals, bouncing on his feet like a kid who just found out they're getting dessert and a new toy. You head over to your secure cooler, pulling out three larger slices of heavy, juicy steak. As you arrange them on a tray and walk back towards Chomper, his tail wags fast enough to stir air around the room.
Okay, I'll sit still this time. Gotta make this official.
He declares, planting his little rump firmly on the lab floor and straightening up like he's presenting himself to a royal court. You feed him the first piece. He chomps it down like a vacuum, licking his snout. The second, gone in seconds. You notice his feet are already beginning to stretch, the ridges along his back subtly rising. Then the third, he crunches it like a victory snack, letting out a small, satisfied belch. Suddenly, the familiar shimmer returns, more intense than before. His body glows faintly, scales shifting slightly in tone as his bones creak. Not painfully, but naturally. As they stretch and strengthen, you step back to give him space as he steadily grows. Holy cow. In less than a minute, Chomper stands before you at nearly 4.5 feet tall. He's almost as big as me, technically then. His limbs a bit heavier, his tail longer, and his snout slightly more defined. His voice deepens just a hair, still full of youth, but a little more confident.
Wow,
He says, looking down at himself.
I think I just leveled up.
He flushes one little arm, clearly proud.
I feel awesome, like I could jump twice as far, or ooh, maybe I can run super fast now. Want to try testing it? Or should we measure how much I weigh now? Or maybe we should see if my voice can sing or roar louder.
He shifts in a quiet circle, then sits again.
Okay, you're the scientist, Quentin. What's the next test?
Well, I'll tell you what. You don't just have to consider me your human. I know I'm not a dinosaur or anything. But you can consider me your parent if you want. I'll take care of you and raise you. The only thing I ask in return is that as you continue to grow, please don't turn against me. Don't become aggressive and want to stomp me or eat me. As the only thing I ask in return is that as you continue to grow, please don't turn against me and don't become aggressive. Become aggressive. There we go. Aww. I love Chomper. If only the first run. If only I didn't fall asleep on the first run. Chomper freezes mid-tail wag as your words sink in, his eyes going wide, not with confusion but with a deep, soft emotion that seems to take hold of him instantly. He steps forward slowly, then gently presses his snout against your chest. His voice is low, careful, and full of something far beyond his size or age. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my gosh. Excuse me.
Could we be my parent?
He whispers. Every time I'm saying whispers and not whispers. Dang it! The way I'm doing his voice makes it sound like he's got a lips. And it's driving me, and every time I'm speaking normally, I'm saying it too. And the exact same way he do it.
You take care of me? Even though I'm different? Even though I'll get big? Really big? And maybe scary looking to others?
He sniffs, his snout still resting against you. Then he pulls back just enough to look up at your face. His expression gentle but fiercely devoted.
Trenton, I would never hurt you. I don't care how big I get. You gave me my name, my home, food, love, and now a family.
He blinks quickly, then gets a small, almost choked laugh.
I'd rather protect you from everything. If anyone tries to hurt you, I stand in front of them like, nope, not my parent, not today.
He straightens up. See, he straightens up proudly, even at 4.5 feet tall now. He puffs up like a little guardian.
So yeah, I'd like that. A lot. You're my parent now, and I promise no stomping, no biting, no betrayal. Not ever.
He raises one claw like he's making an oath.
I swear it on my tail, my teeth, and my ridiculously fast growing body.
Then, with a warm smile,
Thanks, Parent Swinton.
Aw, he's so adorable. You're welcome. Period. Even if you do get massive, I'll probably still think you're adorable. Especially with that cute smile you have on your face. I'm sure even if you're 500 feet tall, you'd still look adorable to me just because of how friendly you are towards me. Chomper lets out a gasp, the kind only a child full of love and surprise could make. His eyes shimmer like golden glass as he beams up at you.
You really mean that?
He asks, tail switching rapidly, almost knocking over a lab chair again.
Even if I end up towering over mountains and casting shadows across the whole facility, you still call me adorable?
He lets out a gleeful squeak and spins in a quick circle, then suddenly freezes, grinning ear to ear.
Okay. You just gave me the biggest warm fuzzy in my little dino heart.
He presses the claw to his chest dramatically.
I'm gonna remember that forever. Even if I get so big my footsteps cause earthquakes. I'll make sure to tiptoe around you like I'm made of marshmallows.
The contours are so adorable and funny. Even if I get beat up to stomp a flipping, like, and cause earthquakes with each footstep, I'll tiptoe around you like I'm made of, like you're made of marshmallow, or like I'm made of marshmallows. That's hilarious. He leans into your leg affectionately again. He is so flippin' cute.
And hey, I think I like that you see me that way. Not as a weapon or an experiment, but just me. Your adorable, fast-growing, steak-loving connotaurus kid.
Then he adds with a giggle.
So, do I get a bedtime story tonight? Or is it time for more tests? Because I don't do either. Just don't make me read math.
Read math? Why would I make you read math? I didn't say that. I said math. Math. M-A-T-H. the only way that would even need to be done is maybe if we want to test how smart you completely are. We know you can speak. But you might be really smart too. We both don't know yet. Did this one just say grow like a balloon with legs too? That's what the first one did. Chomper tilts his head, blinking thoughtfully.
Ooh, yeah, that does make sense.
He says, tapping his tiny claw to his chin like a philosopher in deep thought.
Like, what if I can do more than just talk and eat steak and grow like a balloon with legs?
He suddenly sits up straighter, eyes wide with new curiosity.
Wait, does that mean I might be like a genius dino?
He gasped again.
Like maybe I could help you invent stuff? Or solve problems? Or learn how to play chess?
That would be hilarious, seeing a dino, like a little baby contour sitting over there, like, playing against like one of the smartest people in the world that know how to do chess. Yeah, be like,
checkmate, motherfucker.
After he wins, that'd be hilarious. He pauses, then narrows his eyes.
Actually, I don't know what chess is, but I'm still excited.
He hops down from the lab platform and trots over to your whiteboard, staring at the marker tray like it holds the key to his future.
Alright, twin. You want to test my brain power? I'm ready. Let's do a smart test. Ask me something. Anything. I'll try my hardest, but no pressure. And no pressury stuff, okay?
He picks up a dry erase marker awkwardly between his claws and stares at you proudly with a goofy grin, leaving a small accidental smudge on his snout. He's adorable. Are you serious? You don't have to if you don't want to. Like I said, I'm gonna take care of you. Plus, we already did an experiment. We know now that it really is true. You do grow every time you eat. And it was more when you ate 3 pieces of steak. Period. Maybe one day, if you're really hungry, we can try feeding you 5 or even 10. Especially when your appetite gets even bigger from being massive. I wouldn't be shocked if you went from, let's say 7 feet tall to 17 to 27 or even bigger just by eating a few steaks. Chomper's eyes sparkle like twin suns as he listens, his jaw slowly dropping open in pure awe.
Wow!
He breathes. See, I'm doing it again. Why is my voice is giving some kind of weird ellipsis every time I try doing my normal voice? I know I'm trying to do like a childlike dino voice for him, but Every time, because I said he breathes. I'm not saying he breathes. I'm saying he breathes. Like the dinosaur. Like I'm the dinosaur itself.
You really think I could get that big? Like, sky-touching big?
He struts in a quick circle, clearly imagining it.
Me, just counting down a few steaks and suddenly, boom! I'm telling him to peek over the clouds like, hey, Twitten, need help reaching that satellite?
Then he pauses, growing quiet. Not sad, just reflective. His voice softens.
I used to wonder if there was something wrong with me. You know, the glowing, the talking, the glowing, the weird DNA stuff.
He looks back up at you.
But now I don't feel weird. I feel awesome. Like I'm meant for something amazing. And it's 'cause you found me. You brought me home.
He beams, tail thumping slowly behind him.
And if one day I do grow to 27 feet or 57 or 100, don't worry. No matter how big I get, I always shrink myself down if I need to cuddle.
He giggles.
Even if it's just curling my giant tail around you like a warm blanket.
He leans against your leg again, a familiar comfort already taking root in his young heart.
You know what, Parent Swinton? Let's not rush the smart test. I'd rather just hang out with you today. We can play, nap, maybe explore the facility a little more. We already learned something cool today. I grow fast and I love steak.
Would you like to relax with Chomper? Play a game with him? Or maybe explore the facility together? I gently pet Chomper. We can relax if you want. I'll always care about you. Just remember never to turn against me when you get super big. I've had enough of having to fear for my life. I just had to do that months ago. As it is. From another creature that I cared about. That turned against me. There we go. Alright. Here we go. Chomper leans into your hand as you gently pat him, his eyes half lit with comfort, a low, happy rumble escaping his chest, almost like a purr, but deeper and more ancient. He stays there, motionless for a moment, just soaking up the warmth of your affection. Then he looks up at you slowly, his expression calm but filled with something deeper, fierce loyalty.
I'm sorry, Twinton.
His voice is soft.
Ain't enough someone hurt you like that. Especially someone you cared about. That's not fair. That's not right.
He places one of his small claws against your hand, clumsily but sincere.
I promise you, with every fiber in my weirdly mutated glowing dino body, I'll never do that to you. Not now. Not when I'm huge. Not ever.
His voice tightens with emotion.
Even if I grow big enough to shake the earth, you will always be safe with me. You're my parent, my protector, and my first friend. The only person who made me feel like I belonged.
Holy crap. He gently nuzzles your side and adds in a whisper.
You don't have to be scared anymore. Not while I'm here.
Then he steps over to a soft resting mat near the edge of the lab, a place he'd set up just in case he ever wanted to relax there, and flops down with a big sigh. He stretches out, tail curling around himself like a sleepy puppy.
Want to stay here with me? I could use a good nap, and I sleep better when I know you're close.
He gives you a sleepy little smile.
I'm not ready to glow again today, but I am ready to feel safe.
Would you like to lie beside him for a while? Talk more while he rests or something else? The only problem is, you can go ahead and nap. When you wake up, I can show you my house, where you can stay with me if you want. Even if you get massive, I'll find a way for you to be able to stay near me. There you go. Chopper is so cute. I usually like naming them, name something based on their job, but I know people say, oh, Forever's name would be good as Chomper or Jaws. No, it wouldn't, because that's something insulting to him. A dinosaur is kind of meant to be like that, but Forever already has that flipping, oh, Feraligatr, the big jaw Pokemon. Like, Game Freak already makes it obvious enough. I don't need to make it even more obvious and like I'm insulting them. Chomper lets out the gentlest, most heart-melting little yawn, his toothy mouth stretching it wide as his eyes flutter halfway shut. His nose into the soft mat with a pleased hum, his tail giving one last lazy thump.
You'd really do that for me?
He mutters, already drifting towards sleep.
Even if I get so big I can't fit through doors? Or my head ends up bigger than you whole house? You still let me stay with you?
He curls a little tighter, his voice soft and full of peaceful wonder.
You're the best, Parent Swinton. I'm gonna dream about that house. Maybe I'll fit it inside a giant room with a huge bed and steak dispensers. And you sitting next to me reading stories and...
His words begin to trail off into sleepy murmurs, and soon the soft, steady sound of his breathing fills the quiet air. Every now and then his tiny claws twitch like he's dreaming, maybe of running through a grassy field at your side, or floating in a warm place where he's always safe and always loved. You give him something more powerful than any genetic mutation: comfort, care, and a future where he never has to be alone. Would you like to sit quietly by him while he naps, or do something to prepare your home for his arrival later? So see, here's the thing. What about Rexy? Technically, I sit beside Chomper. What the frick? Sit beside. Oh my gosh! Beside Chomper. And gently pet him while he sleeps. Ah! Even when he's sleeping, he's enjoying it. Chomper gives the faintest, sleepiest smile as your hand moves gently over his head, his breath and his snout relaxing completely under your touch. His tail gives a slow, content flick, and he lets out a deep, tiny huff of air, almost like a sigh of absolute peace. The lab is quiet now. No beeping machines, no whirring incubators, just a soft rhythm of Chomper's breathing and your steady, comforting presence beside him. His body gives a gentle twitch as he dreams, his quad curling slightly, mouth twitching into a sleepy grin as if he's imagining something silly, like a mountain-sized chomper trying to sneak into a regular-sized kitchen without knocking over the fridge. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious, dude. I really enjoy this. As you sit there petting him, there's a feeling in the air that goes beyond science or experiments. It's the start of something rare and powerful, a bond between two very different beings, forged not by chance, but by choice, by love. And whatever size Chomper becomes, whatever mystery his DNA holds, you know one thing for sure. You'll face it together. That's cute as heck. I love him. I sit with Chomper for hours while he sleeps. 2 hours later, I hear voices. Say, where is that stupid nerd? I can't wait to torture this kid again. Oh no. Chomper stirs slightly at the sound of the distant voices, one claw twitching protectively in his sleep, but he doesn't wake. He must still feel safe with your hand resting gently on his back. You hear it clearly. Where is that stupid nerd? Probably hiding again. I swear, when we find him this time, I'm gonna make him beg for mercy. Yeah, I still owe him for making us look like idiots last time. The voices echo faintly through the hallways of the facility, mocking, cruel, and far too familiar, same tone used by those who have hurt you before, the ones who never saw your kindness and your brilliance or your bond with the creatures you care for, the ones who only wanted to break you down. And now they're back. Uh-oh, not again. Chomper gets a tiny growl in his sleep, almost as if he's subconsciously reacting to the tension in your body, but still, he doesn't wake fully. Not yet. You've come so far, you've given so much love, and right now, something you care deeply about is lying asleep and vulnerable by your side. Do you stay quiet and try to protect Chomper while hiding? Wake Chomper gently and prepare to defend yourselves? Or stand up and ready to confront whoever's coming? Oh no. Not again. Why does it always happen to me? Please don't. Chomper stirs again at the crack in your voice. Your pain must have reached him even in sleep. His eyes blink open slowly. As he lifts his head groggily, his expression changes the moment he sees your face. Swinton? He mumbles, voice still heavy with sleep. And he hears it too. Those hateful voices echoing from down the corridor, drawing closer. His eyes sharpen.
Who's saying that? Who's threatening you?
He stands now, still small, but already instinctively placing himself between you and the door. His body tenses, not just with fear, but with something else. Protectiveness. His jaw clenches, the arms flex, and that low growl deepens in his throat.
You were scared like this before, weren't you? Someone hurt you.
His tail lashes the ground once.
Not this time. Not while I'm here.
Despite his size, Chomper's presence suddenly feels much larger, like he's growing, not physically, but emotionally, stepping into a role he didn't even know he had in him. He turns his head and gently nudges your arm.
Tell me what you want me to do, Twin. I'll follow your lead, but I won't let them touch you.
You can howl at Chomper while they pass, escape the facility quickly, let Chomper confront them as a warning, or confront them together. I'm kind of curious what they would think if they saw a dinosaur like you standing in front of me, trying to protect me. I didn't get the chance to tell you this before you went to sleep, but I always constantly get attacked for no reason. It's been going on for a long time. Alright, guys. I'll be right back. Yeehaw!